Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today we're taking a look at a brand new Boruit, the U6. So this is a bit of a new form factor for Boruit, and oddly enough, this is probably one of the better ones I've seen. The rating, its max rating, is actually quite accurate, which is really strange for Boruit because they're normally, whatever they say, cut it in half, and that's what it is actually. But this one is spot on when compared to Brynite, Nightcore, Maglite, Nightstick, all sorts of other brands. It might be like 50 lumens off, but it would be really hard to tell without an actual light meter. But as is, it is quite bright. So, cool thing up front, 6 LEDs. The case is plastic, and it's got a built-in battery, which is right here. I believe it's something similar to like a CR123 battery. Something similar, it's about that size. The top casing here is aluminum, so it's got a little bit of a heat sink. It tells you it does get hot. It's got two buttons. It's got an on button, which is on and off, which works the front lights, and the three here work the other lights. And there are 4 functions back here. And you're going to say, well, that's a weird place to put a pocket clip. Well, it's on its little, it has this little groove in here, and you can just push it. There it is on the side, and this is the position it would be on my backpack. And I'll show you that in a little while towards the end. I'll show you how I put this on a backpack and make it into a beacon, or as a warning light, just in case somebody needs to know where I am, or just as a small floodlight. So it has a lot of options with this. It's just much larger than any of the V-Series ones that we're used to. So I'm going to leave this in the back here. We're going to talk about what's going on in the front here. So the battery capacity is 1,100 milliamp hours. It has a Type-C charging port at the bottom. And it actually has a very strong magnet on the bottom. I don't think I have anything here that's metal that would... Let's see. Well, that's a constant torque clamp for a turbo, and it sticks. It sticks quite well. It's really strong for a Boruit. Of course, this is round, so it's it's not great on that end. I had to use that for another video, but so the magnet is actually unusually strong for a Boruit product. So that's an improvement. So let's talk about this front section here, right? So there's an economic, a low, a medium, a high, and a turbo mode. I'll talk about the run times as well. And then I'll talk about the side ones, which are also 5 options and run times. So let's go through that, right? I'm going to turn this on. Long press to turn it on. Let me put on the lowest one, so that should be economic at 10 lumens. Obviously it's hard to tell with the white background, but black background wouldn't make it any better. That'll last for about 50 hours in this position. I'm going to go to low, which is 20 lumens for 10.3 hours. Then we have medium, 160 lumens, lasts for about 3.5 hours. Then we have high, which is, well, high is interesting. So high is 1.8 hours, and it can be anywhere between 800 and 180 lumens. So it starts to die off over time. So as it loses power, it'll go from 800 lumens when on full charge to 180 lumens on a low charge. And then there's turbo mode, which is that one. I have to double click on it. At 1600 lumens. On full charge, and can go as low as 200 lumens, and that's also about 1.5 hours. So long press to turn off. Now the side mode, where is it? The literal camera is my way, so I can't see where I am on this. I am going to turn this around to this side, just to make it easier for me. I'm going to be hitting this 3-button line here to turn these on. So long press. So we got the red light. Clearly it's red. So red is 10 lumens. It lasts for 11.5 hours. There's a red strobe. Also 10 lumens. It'll last for 43 hours. That's a crazy rating for just turning on and off. Then we have a bright white, which is 45 lumens. It's good for 7 hours. Then there's a warm white, or like a yellowish color, that's 30 lumens at 6.5 hours. I'm going to turn this off for a moment. I'm going to remember how to get... Alright, sorry I sneezed there for a second. There is another mode that I missed, which is strobe. In order to get the strobe, I'm going to go back to this front section where this button here is, and I'm going to hit the button 3 times. So this is a warning for those that are problematic with strobe lights. I'm going to put a warning and a chapter below so you know where the strobe is, so you can bypass it. You need to hit the top button 3 times, and you got a strobe. So good news is you can't really see that much because I'm blocking most of it, but there is a strobe function. I'll long press to turn it off. So that's kind of cool. The strobe, again, not great on this, but it works. Now let me show you how I use this. So let me pause the video for a moment so I can get my backpack out here and show you how you can mount this. Alright, so here's my backpack. This is one I use for work. Right now it's got my rain gear in it because of hurricane / tropical storm Helene a couple of weeks ago. I had to go to work. So I have my boots in here, my rain gear, things of that nature. I have some basic medication. I have an extra power bank for my phone and a headlamp and a flashlight. But what can I do with this? And yes, this is Do Not Pet instead of my name. It's a bit of a joke because people tend to touch me randomly, or put their hand on my shoulder or something of that nature, and it drives me crazy. So stay out of my space and I'll stay out of yours. So I have these Do Not Pet on my backpack and on some of my other books, some of my other equipment, and I'll show you that later in other videos. So what can you do with this? Well, this does not have a strap that I can put a mount on. So a regular hiking backpack with MOLLE on the strap, you can always put this right across the top and use it like a forward-facing light or one facing down so you can see where you're stepping. But in this case, if I turn this way, now it doesn't block the button here, right? So I can take this, put it on my backpack like that, or on any of the MOLLE, or any of the, I could even put it on the zipper. And I can just hit the button, the bottom button. There we go, so it's white. I can have a constant red if I wanted, or I could have red flash as a way of so people could see where I am, or bright white. So you can do that for like warning. So if you're hiking, if you're at work with a hurricane cleanup, or on the side of the road for some reason, or doing whatever you do, whatever your profession is, you can have a little light on here. You know, like MOLLE is too big for this, but the way the clip is on the back, it doesn't fall off. It'll stay on there. It'll move around, it might flop around, but it'll stay on there until you want to, until I take it off. I said it'll fit on a zipper, so here's the side zipper on this. It'll fit right there. So if I just need a random light on the side here, I can do that. By the way, if you're interested in this style of bag, this is a CountyCom X-Pack haul bag. Haul, H-A-U-L. It's big open on the inside. It's orange, so you can see what's going on inside. And it's got a whole bunch of pockets that you can't necessarily see, like this one here. There's a couple up here, there's more here and here on the other side. So I'll have the link in the description just in case you're interested in something like that. This is actually Velcro, so you can put your patches, your names, whatever you want on there. The Do Not Pet is from Hollywood Feed. It's a dog food store. They have all different ones: Do Not Pet, Do Not Touch. You know, dog walking, dog working kind of thing. So Do Not Pet works great for me. But so that's about it. This is the Boruit U6. It's nice. It is nice for Boruit, and it's a real surprise. I actually like this one. I like the V3 because of its size and its functionality. The ones above the V3 seem to have gotten slowly worse and worse and worse. This is a huge upgrade. Granted, it's a much larger light than most of the V-Series ones. But functionality-wise and ease of use makes sense. Top light, side light. Not some kind of weird mix between the two. And just in case you want to know, there's no actual lens there. You can actually feel the individual lenses over the LEDs. It's just kind of a nice little detail. But it's sunk inward, so you can't simply hit it with anything unless you really push your finger in there. It does have a lanyard hole in it. And it does come with a lanyard. There's EDC flashlight. So that's cool. And it comes with a key ring, although I think this would be a little too big to put on a key, on a regular keychain. But I suppose you could if you really wanted to. It also comes with I actually have this plugged in at the moment, but it does come with a USB cord, a USB Type-C cord. Just about every flashlight nowadays comes with some kind of charging cord. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Questions or comments, leave them below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Link will be in the top of the description for the Boruit U6 to Amazon. I think I saw on AliExpress too, so I'll probably put that one up there as well. And I will put a link in the description for the CountyCom bag as well if you're interested in something like this. But, you know, just because it's here, might as well, right? So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And plenty more gear coming down the road. Thank you for watching, and have a glorious night.